All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. All right, just want to do a quick impromptu lesson in the spirit. All right, going into, hey man, the time, of the ministry of, going out and teaching on the highways and hedges, as well as putting up these spiritual epistles. Okay, that time is coming to an end. All right, and just saying that all through the spirit. All right, many other brothers is going in on the same thing. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, wants us to speak about, so we can prepare our minds, because the end is closer than what we believe. All right. And Yahweh Shema Shai is really, everything that we've been speaking about, all these years is finna take place. All right. Yahweh Shema Shai is really finna hasten the end. Okay. And, at this point in time, this is the most Israelites that have ever been woken up, since the truth, came forth, out of One West, going all the way back that, High Priest Ab Bivens. All right. Then the apostles and elders jumped on YouTube, I believe, around 2007. All right. All the way up until now, it's like every single Israelite, for the most part, has heard this word. And, at that point, the Lord is finna go ahead and put it into it. Into, this word being readily accessible, that is. All right, the Lord is finna allow Esau, Edom, to shut down the internet. All right. In the year 2023, expect a complete overhaul of the internet. Okay. In the year 2023, expect Esau to do a complete overhaul, meaning to go in and completely, pretty much, ramp up the censorship to the point of, Esau, Edom pretty much making it to where this truth is no longer accessible. All right. To the point of, Amos 8 and 11, the famine of the word. All right. So this devil is going to pass legislation. All right. Different laws that are going to go into effect going into the year 2023. All right. Where you're not going to be able to say certain things, or else they're going to deem you as a terrorist. All right. They're going to be way more strict. All right. So, hey, brothers, there was a brother that had a dream, which it was a heavy dream, where Apostle Tahar pretty much said, this is it, So the time of pushing his word and teaching his word, that era is about to come to an end. Okay. Let me get a quick precept. Amos 8. This is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Because this word is able to make thee wise unto salvation. Okay. The word of Yahweh Shema Shai, the truth. And at this point in time, everybody is interested in the truth. Okay. Everybody, whether they take the truth seriously or not. All right. Everybody's interested in the truth. You got, niggas on the street talking about, we the real Israelites, because it makes perfect sense. All right. Now, if Jake believe in the full truth, we know that 2/3 of Israel is ultimately not going to achieve what they're seeking for. Okay, they're not going to really, understand the truth in its entirety, or the gravity of the word, and therefore 2/3 of Israel is going to be judged by the Lord and destroyed. All right, but the 1/3, is pretty much awoken. All right, here it is. The 144,000 has got to be sealed, but now it's to the point where the rest of the 1/3 is sealed. All right, the Lord is closing the door, pretty much. The doors of salvation, because the Lord has got everybody that he wants to get, which is the 1/3, the elect. So Amos 8:12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh Shema Shai, and shall not find it. Okay. And, that's heavy. All right. Because as soon as some sort of calamity hit, that's when Jake want to stop all the folly. All right. And I'm going to say this too, when the Lord shut down the internet, that's going to be, a heavy torment for you women. All right. Because you women, Esau Edom has ran the biggest psychological mind fuck on you women. All right. And you women love and are addicted to not only to worshiping yourself, but you women are addicted to the platforms, that give you, this worship, this energy of all these simps. All right. So, hey, the Lord is going to do y'all women cold. All right. The internet got to get shut off because you women got to get judged. All right. So, yeah, when this thing shut down, when the calamities come, the scriptures tell you that, they shall seek me early in thy affliction, roughly paraphrasing. So Jake only want to get right when things are directly affecting his situation. All right. When Jake is perfectly fine doing wickedness. All right. But then when that judgment come upon them, then they want to seek the Lord. But then when everything is all good, all right, then they want to go back to doing whatever they want to do. All right. But the Lord's going to have it to where when this thing collapse for good, America, the internet, and because Esau Edom's going to come down all at once. All right. When they shut down the internet, expect the troops out there, at the same time. All right. So when this thing shut down, for good, that's when Jake is going to want to, let me try to tap into the Lord. I know I'm an Israelite, but now let me try to take this. Let me try to take the Lord more seriously. That's what Jakes are going to want to do. All right. But they're going to try to seek the word, and they're not going to be able to find it nowhere. All right. Then they're going to be left knowing that, they had an opportunity to really get into the truth. And then they didn't do it. All right. And that's where Ezekiel 33:33 is going to take place. And when these things come to pass, then lo, then shalt thou know that a prophet hath been among you. All right. Then you're going to know who the real men of the Lord are. All right. Who had the 100% truth. All right. The prophets of doom. Yeah, that's what they call great millstone. But that's all that's coming is doom. All right. Because great millstone, we don't preach a world-friendly doctrine. All right. Because this truth is not of the world. All right. The scriptures say, if you were of the world would love his own. All right. You got a lot of Israelites that want to try to appeal to the masses. All right. So they trim their ways to seek love. All right. So they're not teaching 100% truth. All right. They're going to get, the judgment of the Lord as well. All right. Because they're causing Israel to go off, and they're not fully preparing their congregation, for the destruction. All right. And I'm driving right now. There's a car that says keep calm and hold on. That's the spirit, because pretty much the Lord is telling us to buckle down, because this thing is finna go on. This thing is finna go down. All right, just like, that anticipation on a roller coaster ride, when you're going all the way up, all right, to the top before you drop. All right, right now we're reaching that point of the drop. All right, and the Lord's telling us pretty much beforehand that the Lord's getting ready to shut everything down. Get our mind, body, spirit prepared. To trim off whatever fat that needs to be trimmed off according to our own spirits. All right, because this thing is finna go down. All right, and these jakes that are not warning their congregation, they're not preparing their congregation, man. They're not telling them to buckle up. All right, they're telling them that everything is good. All right, Amos 8:13, it says, "In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst." Okay, so a lot of Israelites are going to be spiritually thirsty and spiritually famished. All right, and they're going to faint within their own minds because they're not going to be spiritually fortified. Therefore, they're not going to have faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, and thus succumb, to these judgments. All right, a lot of Israelites are going to end up, taking that MOTB, which is the subdermal device. All right, which Esau, Edom, they said in 6 months they supposed to be testing on humans. All right, but every time Esau gives a time frame, this devil always does it sooner than what he announces. That's just how the devil works. And so expect everything to happen all at once. All right, martial law. All right, because Esau Edom, he plans on shutting down the economy on purpose so they can revamp it on the beast system. So Esau, he's gonna hit the kill switch, and really it's the Lord doing it. So they're gonna do they're gonna collapse the society simultaneously while collapsing the internet. All right, simultaneously while introducing martial law. Okay, as well as simultaneously pushing the MOTB. And only thing that I can think of that would cause that to happen is a major false flag like 9/11. All right, and when these things come to pass, all right, then a lot of Israelites is gonna be out there through and don't know what to do. All right, without a relationship or a rapport with Yahweh Shema Shai, because they chose, to continue to live in folly. All right, they chose to continue to go after their own desires, rather than doing the will of the Lord, man. Okay, so that judgment is coming, man. All right, as well as the Lord causing the famine of the word to take place. All right, and when these platforms go down, that's going to be that going out on the highways and hedges and putting up these lessons. That's the platform that the Lord gave us to push the word. All right, we're not finna be, when this thing shut down, we ain't finna be going around, trying to wake up Israel in the midst of, the Gurgle troops. All right, it's gonna be let me actually get the precept. All right, the Lord's gonna cause our tongue to cleave to the roof of our mouth. Okay. Bear with me real quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 3:26. "And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house." All right. So the time of reproving is going to be over. Okay, because the reproof has already gone out. And seeing that Jake has chose their side, which siding with Esau, Edom, in this wicked world, and ultimately siding with Satan, seeing that Jake is still doing whatever they want to do. All right, the reproof is going to be over. Because the reproof is supposed to go out to change, so you can change your ways. Once the Lord stops reproving, all right, those jakes that are stuck in their ways are going to be destroyed still. All right, the Lord said, you know, him that is filthy, let him be filthy still, and he that is clean, let him be clean still, roughly paraphrasing. All right, but we're at the point now, you know, where, hey, we're not going to be teaching for too much longer. Okay, so, you know, just putting that out there in the spirit, you know, that, hey, man, you know, we all have to really lock in, because, hey, this thing is finna go to the next level. It's finna go to the next stage. All right. So with that being said, I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai Bashim Kakwadash. Double honors to our apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to those that are hopeful elect. Shalom and a bar.